Alright, what's going on, guys? Michael here at 3D Print Everything. This is an update video to the videos I've deleted. They were deleted only hours after me posting them, so only a handful of you saw them. For y'all that follow daily and watch all of my videos, I really appreciate the kind words. I didn't get to read every single comment, but from some of the advice from people who had called me, and I knew better as well that I was going to need to remove those. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, continue to watch or not, no worries. But I just wanted to address those further and tell you, what's in my head right now, at least. One of the things that's getting me, I've started this video multiple times. I need to lose some dang weight, guys. I mean, what the heck is going on with this double chin right here? Comment down below how I gotta tone this back up. But anyways, I'm not giving up today or this week. A lot of people have expressed the amount of debt that I'm in is not a tremendous amount. It's to people that mostly friends, family, or business acquaintances. So it's not that bad in the grand scheme of things. It's not. It's just I knew and know that if it doesn't get better and it doesn't get better fast, that I won't be able to continue. Like if I can't pay my business partner or my 3D modeler or something like that, then the gears stop turning. So I've got to restructure things. The biggest issue that I believe I've had and what I'm trying to work on is better understanding personal versus business spending and getting everything set up so that I'm doing taxes correctly, as well as a little bit better accountability when it comes to invoice tracking and making sure that certain invoices are paid and stuff like that. It's mostly that. I wish, and as some of the comments, people are like, "Oh, sell all this stuff in your shop," and it's like, look, none of this stuff in my shop. Little of what's in the shop that I share is mine. The rest of the space is a maker space. It's a community space. Other people, mostly the owner of the maker space owns the equipment, owns the motorcycles. I don't have any motorcycles. I don't have bicycles. So there's only a limited amount of assets I can sell, and to me, whether I sell an asset or I work an hourly job, is income none the different. If I'm going to continuously run this business, then I need to know that if I sell an asset and I, fill up a hole or two, that I'm not immediately digging another hole. So that's what I'm doing my best to work on and figure out now. And this is a trickier side of things for me, because the business overall is rather profitable. I've amassed tens of thousands of dollars in equipment and 3D printers and scanners and computers to provide the service that I do for people, and the service isn't going to change that the people come to me. So if you're a customer and you're watching this, you don't have to be worried that your print is not going to get done on time or not going to look as good. It's just, if I'm going to still be in business, 6 months from now, I got to make sure that I'm doing things correct now, because I haven't been, and I've been hoping, essentially, that I would make enough money to pay someone to help me figure that out. And I have gotten to that point, and I've tried to hire multiple people, and I've got stories on why those didn't work out with those individuals, but that's where I am. So I was in a really vulnerable point the other day when I made the posts. I even had a video that I had put together kind of explaining it in a deeper dive, and I never ended up even posting that one, so none of you saw that. I wish there was something I could do with those, but anyways, I appreciate the good comments, which is what's important. I appreciate the support, and so much so that, like, people I used to work with in other countries are watching this. Sticky Chan, if you're watching this, like, hi. Thank you for watching. Chico, I had no idea you were watching this. And for you to reach out to Thief and Thief tell me about it like that, these are guys that I used to play video games with. That's really cool. I am really thankful that you've been following my journey, Chico, and I hope the best for you. I hope you reach out to Thief and hop on a voice channel with us sometime so that we can chat again. I'd love to hear your voice. So that's, sorry, my arm's getting tired. That's refreshing, and that was probably the emotional boost I needed in the moment. I had also gotten sick. I was literally sick the day. Getting sick and then being emotional probably lowered the immune system a little bit more. So I wasn't in as clear of a headspace as I am now. So just know that I'm not giving up yet. That's kind of the point of this. But I really am going to do everything I can to figure out how to manage, invoice, and get a better understanding of what I'm doing. And I most likely will even show you all of this. My goal is everything that I learn and do right, I want to show you so that I can lead by example. And everything I do wrong and screw up on and have a hard time with and stress, I also want to show you so that you can know not to do that and you can avoid it and not have the stress that I'm going through. The stress is now a part of this. I mean, this company and the workload that it's become has affected me to the point to where my girl told me just the other day. She's like, when you were working for General Electric, you didn't like the company, you didn't like the work, and the work was okay, but I knew even at $25 an hour, I was never going to be able to have a car payment, a house payment, and a wife or a kid or whatever. I might can have one of those and sacrifice on the other ones, but to make the type of income that I really wanted, I knew that I needed to start a business and to be the owner of it, or at least part owner of it. So that's been one of the reasons that I wanted to go out and do this, as well as to spend money to get trained professionally in NLP and hypnosis. That's something I feel heavy on, but I won't talk more on that. I think I've done one video on that, and if I didn't, then maybe in the future I will. Anyways, I start a lot of these not knowing where I'm going to go with it, and I'm good at just ranting, but I feel like there's still something more, and I'm just trying to get it to come to the forefront. Just know that I appreciate you, the community. Know that I'm not trying to just give in, and that I'm not out there just willy-nilly spending money on stuff. I'm not someone who's just blowing all of my profits. It's just I've grown to the point to where I grew into more bills, and with the unpredictable income of service-based work, money just came out for bills at the wrong time, or as such, or not enough came in for 1 or 2 months, and I got put into this position multiple times where I know I'm not paying people back like I should. So this really sucks. But I know there's a lot of other people that are doing very similar things. Someone reached out and expressed to me they're balancing 40 grand in debt, and my other business partner Mark was just explaining to me how there was an invoice overlooked for some of his raw materials, and now he's got to figure out how to pay them back, and so stuff does get overlooked. Stuff is mistakes happen. I just don't want to be in a position where I'm making mistakes daily, weekly, monthly for long periods of time. I don't want to continue this to the point that the IRS comes knocking on my door and arrest me over not paying the government or something like that. That would be very silly. And I just watched a YouTube video today on how anyone who's selling anything over like $600 or making money over $600 has to report that as a business to the IRS. So if you're on Etsy and you're just selling 3D prints, if you make more than $600 in a year, you have to report that. Otherwise, you'll be fined hundreds to thousands of dollars, which is going to be really detrimental to the group. And I'll do a specific video on this. But that looks like it might happen in a month. So be aware of that. My next video might be on that specifically. But anyways, guys, I apologize for being a blubbering mess in my past 2 videos and being vulnerable and whatnot. That's not what I try to portray here, but also try to portray that I'm human. I'm not, just some cold-hearted asshole. And where I do make mistakes, I am doing everything I can to learn from them and to do better. I don't want to go back to hourly work. I will if I have to. I'll go part-time if I have to. But we'll see what happens. I'm going to have a meeting tomorrow with my business partner, Mark, and he's going to try to help me out with getting things straight as far as understanding what's coming in, what's going out, and how to separate personal from business so that I can better budget and get a grasp on things in the moment. Otherwise, just thank you. And I will have more educational and useful videos coming out shortly. Hopefully I can even get this to be an entertaining channel at some point to where a lot of people are going to actually like watching all the way through. So have a good day, guys, and thank you for being here and watching and joining me on this journey of 3D printing struggling. Have a good day, guys.